You know, every single night, when the sun dips below the horizon in the Gulf of Thailand, this one coastal city just comes alive. The streets start glowing with neon, you can hear music from every direction, and thousands upon thousands of people are diving into one of the most famous nightlife scenes on the entire planet. We're talking, of course, about Pattaya. But here's the thing, behind all those flashing lights, behind the crowds and the energy, there's something else at play that most people never even notice. There's this massive economic engine, just humming along, running the whole show, every single night. And this isn't some small time operation. We are looking at a nightlife industry that's worth billions of dollars. So tonight, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how this incredible hidden network actually works. Now, to really get how this engine was even built, we've got to rewind the clock a bit. Because believe it or not, Pattaya wasn't always this buzzing tourism hotspot. Its beginnings were, well, a whole lot quieter. This city's history is just this incredible, rapid escalation. Back in the 1950s, this was literally just a quiet little fishing village. The big change started during the Vietnam War when American GIs began visiting for some R&R. That's what planted the seed. Then, fast forward to the 80s and 90s, and international tourism just exploded. And today, it's one of Thailand's most visited destinations in the world. I mean, just think about that transformation for a second. From a small town with fishing boats bobbing along the shore to a global entertainment hub. The scale of that change is absolutely staggering. All right, so we know how it all got started. But how does this massive economy actually function night after night? The truth is, it's so much more complicated than just the bars and clubs you see on the street. It goes way, way deeper than that. At the absolute heart of all the action is Walking Street. It's legendary. Every single evening, this whole road shuts down to traffic. All the neon signs flicker on, and it just transforms into this glowing, electric hub of entertainment. This right here, this is the core of the whole economic engine. So how does the money actually move through this whole ecosystem? Let's make it real. Let's just follow the money of a single tourist for one night. Okay, so they might start with dinner at a restaurant, then hop over to a bar for a few drinks, maybe hit a nightclub after that, and finally grab a taxi to get back to their hotel. See, every single one of those stops creates income for a different part of the city. The profits aren't just going to the bars and clubs, no way. It's flowing to restaurants, food vendors, hotels, condos, transportation services, the entertainers and performers, even tour companies. It's this huge interconnected web. But here's where it gets even bigger. This whole machine isn't just powered locally. To really understand the scale, you've got to zoom out and look at the international forces that are fueling it. And the numbers, they're just mind-boggling. We are talking about an industry that pulls in billions of dollars, not over a decade, year after year. So where does all that cash come from? Well, a huge piece of the puzzle is foreign capital. For years now, entrepreneurs from all over, Europe, Australia, you name it, have come here and opened businesses. They're the ones running a lot of the bars, restaurants, and venues. They're a massive part of this economic story. But wait, the money doesn't just stop with the drinks and the music. There is another incredibly profitable layer to this entire economy that a lot of people just completely miss. And that other layer? It's real estate. I mean, think about it. All of this nightlife tourism creates this enormous demand for places to stay. A lot of visitors, they don't want a hotel. They prefer private condos. And that has turned Pattaya into a major destination for property investment. Investors buy up apartments specifically to rent them out to tourists, creating this really powerful symbiotic relationship between the party scene and the property market. So you might think you have Pattaya all figured out, but here's the thing. This is not a city that's standing still. It's always evolving, and it's looking toward a future that might be even bigger than its nightlife. In just the last few years, there's been this huge push to diversify. We're seeing a brand new focus on family-friendly tourism, these huge luxury resorts going up, modern shopping malls, and the city is even hosting major international events. Pattaya is actively working to broaden its appeal beyond just the night. So when we pull it all together, this is what we're really seeing in action. A true economic engine. It's this incredibly complex industry, built up over decades, fueled by a constant river of global tourism and investment, and it supports the livelihoods of thousands of people across the entire city. And that, right there, is the key takeaway. The next time you see those glowing neon streets, you're not just looking at a bunch of bars and clubs. You're really witnessing a city that pulled off an incredible transformation, from a tiny fishing village into one of Southeast Asia's most powerful nightlife economies. It's a billion-dollar machine that resets and starts running all over again every single night.